Hey guys, this is my review for SummerSlam 2021. This review is a little different to any other review I've done. I'm doing it with somebody else, being Frank Castle. You guys know him as Frank Castle. And it was just something I wanted to try. If you guys like this format for the reviews, let me know. Or if you prefer the old one, also let me know. Hope you enjoy the review of SummerSlam 2021. Hello guys, it is Brian Redgrave and Castle again.
Oh my god. What's going on, people?
Wrestling, it's a lot of wrestling going on right now. So we had Punk yesterday. Today was SummerSlam, the day after. So how was the biggest party of the summer? Let's find out.
Let's start with a star review. Let's give it off the top.
Hold up. For the record, let's just break it down one by one. We'll give an overall.
Okay, we'll do that at the end.
Kickoff match was Big E and Homeless Baron. I didn't watch that. You did. Any thoughts?
It was short and fast. Big E wins with the big ending. Corbin took the whole match, got spanked. He did mount some offense. He did the deep six. He did a couple of eye gouges, and then he tried to run around the ring, and then he was yelling at the fucking timekeeper to give him his briefcase. That was not his briefcase, by the way. And then he got big ended, and out the door he went. Match lasted maybe 7 or 8 minutes.
Forgettable stuff. Yes. I didn't watch it, so let's just move out of
Broke Baron, that's not a good gimmick. Nobody believes that gimmick. If you're out there listening to this, do something, dude. This is not working. This ain't working. It's not working.
Yeah, no. It's just an unbelievable gimmick. That is.
It does. Nobody believes that. We know you got lots of money.
So you don't believe that he used to make $20,000 as king,
bro? He used to be. He played for the Cardinals in the NFL. He has money.
That's right. So the main card started, and the first match was Matt Riddle, Randy Orton versus AJ Styles versus Omos. My personal opinion, and then we'll go to you. The match itself, it was fine. I'm not a big fan of Omos, but what he did here was fine. He just played the big guy role. He did a pretty devastating chokeslam on Riddle on the
apron. The apron chokeslam.
Devastating. That looked like it hurt. Honestly, the match wasn't very long, but the times that Riddle and AJ had interactions, they were really good. I think they had pretty solid chemistry in there. I kind of want to see more of them go at it. I know they wrestled in the past. Riddle even beat him, I remember. But Randy Orton and Riddle won with, who was it? Randy, RKO, AJ. AJ for the win.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, AJ and almost haven't done anything of importance to the title.
In my opinion, it would have had to have been AJ to take the pin because I don't think Amos or whatever his fucking name is, I don't think he could sell an RKO. So
no, he's too big.
Right, too big to sell an RKO. So it have to be AJ to do the job.
He's a good seller.
Yeah.
I was hoping that Riddle won with the RKO. I was hoping he did the RKO. I think that would have been funny and more memorable than Randy doing it.
I was hoping for them to go ahead and touch titles and do that, and an RKO for him just for celebration. Because Randy Orton, look, let's be fair. I never liked Randy Orton. His gimmick has changed over the years. He's gotten better. He's gotten worse. But in my eyes, he's always been the same Randy Orton. So he's not really. He's a boring wrestler to me.
Right now, I mean, the team is good. It's a really good team. Mostly because of Riddle.
Because Riddle's comedic timing is great.
With Randy, yes. So overall, I thought the match was solid though. Despite that, I'm not a big fan of Omos.
I have no complaints for Matt Riddle.
I
like Matt Riddle.
But honestly, the match was solid. And not counting the kickoff, but if you do count the kickoff, it sounded like it was forgettable. I didn't watch it. I would say it was a decent way to start the night, but this was just a roller coaster of a night. And what was the next match, sir?
The next match was Alexa versus Doudrop and Eva Marie. Well, actually Eva Marie, but it always seems to be Eva Marie has some kind of help or something like that. But this time, she lost clean. And Doudrop turned on her, sort of. Or
Yeah.
Whatever. I guess now Eva's going to be the sidekick because Doudrop has had enough of her shit, I guess. That's the angle. So Alexa beats Eva Marie. Eva Marie cannot wrestle. She can't wrestle. Alexa, she didn't do much in as far as technical wrestling, but she carried Eva through the match with all her little hokey shit.
Surprisingly, there was like no possession or magic or nothing. Surprisingly.
Yeah, no funny
stuff.
But
regardless, if the first match with Riddle, which was enough, by the way, was a great way to start the show, we immediately got hit with a bathroom break. No disrespect to Alexa Bliss.
Yeah,
but this match was trash. This match was absolute garbage. And at one point we had Eva Marie grab Lily, smack Lily, hit Alexa with Lily. Then Alexa did a war cry.
Some kind of Super Saiyan charge of Alexa. What was that?
The match was trash. And then, like I said, after the match ended, Doudrop celebrated the fact that Eva lost. So whether they have a match or maybe Eva's the sidekick because Eva can wrestle, and Piper Evan or Doudrop.
People, there's a wrestler named Doudrop.
So overall, just thumbs down. Just a complete waste of time. And if you want to watch certain parts of this pay-per-view, this will be one of the things you want to skip.
Yeah, one of the skips. Yeah. This one's a skipper.
Yeah, skip. Down. Just trash. Next.
The little ship was tossed.
What was after that?
Damien Priest versus Sheamus. This was a great match.
That was, at this point, to me, the best match of the night. At this point.
Yeah,
was it the actual night match of the night? No, but at this point, it was. And it was really good match. I expected a good match out of the two of them. Damien Priest is great. Sheamus is great. Sheamus is doing the best work of his career right now. He's having good matches with just about everybody. He's not having a bad match with anybody.
I just want to make a note. There was a spot in this match that me and you both looked and said, Damien might have actually sprained his back or something like that. He was selling it pretty well. He hit the edge pretty hard.
He came and jumped over the top rope.
He did the one-legged slingshot shit over the rope they used to do in Ring of Honor, and he almost missed it completely. Sheamus
landed on his lower back.
Broke some of the fall, but he landed flat on the concrete, so we're almost certain he did hurt himself. We don't know the extent. Back. Yeah, we don't know the extent. He finished the match just fine.
Nearly hit his head, too, with the apron.
Yeah, but he cracked his ass pretty good.
Yeah, and he looked like he was in a lot of pain.
Mm-hmm. He immediately grabbed his lower back.
Yeah, there's no way he wasn't. That being said, Damien Priest won. We're going to call him the Crossroads, right? His finisher.
Stolen move. He hit him with his original finisher, which is not a finisher anymore, which makes no sense. But he likes the Crossroads. You can big up Cody Rhodes for that. You know, he loves that move.
That being said, we had a little disagreement there because part of him wanted Sheamus to retain. I was going more for Damien winning, but regardless of the outcome,
it was a good match either way.
It was a good match and is one you should definitely check out if you want to watch one. I wanted Damien Priest to win because I think this could be the beginning of an actual legitimate push to then skyrocket him to the main roster. You know, if he carries the belt well, we'll see. Overall, though, this match just absolutely thumbs up. Definitely go watch it.
One of the good matches of the night.
Yeah.
For sure. And then we had the Usos and Rey and Dominic.
Uso!
Go ahead, you go first. I'll start this one. I like to say, as a kid, I grew up to Rey Mysterio. I love Rey Mysterio. However, his time has come. And it showed in the match, too. He was a little sluggish. And Dominic, he took a spot. He got thrown off the top turnbuckle, and he didn't put his head out. His hands in front of his face. He hit the safety rail head first and had, like, this little ball that was... Anyway, he needs work. He's got to stop trying to fly like his father. He's a little too tall to do that, and he's very unpolished. So, but otherwise, the match was okay.
But to give him some credit, he's only been doing this for a year.
Right. His father's got 20-plus years, and then even before that.
I mean, to be fair, with 1 year of experience, he's a far better wrestler than even Maria's with like 10 behind him.
Oh, fuck me. Yeah, well.
Overall...
It's in his blood, though.
Overall, the Usos retained, which was just no question. Right now, they're part of the bloodline, right? So Roman being Universal Champion, it just didn't make any sense for them to lose at all. The match overall, what do you think? I thought it was fine. It wasn't necessarily nothing amazing, but nothing terrible. It was like an in-between.
Yeah, it wouldn't have put you to sleep, but it wasn't something to jump out of your seat over.
Yeah. Especially considering, regardless, Ray can still technically go at it, and the Usos are great wrestlers. So the match ended with double super kick at the same time.
Let me turn this camera so we can see this clearly. The Usos hit... Oh, poor Ray. Was it Dominic or Ray? It was Ray. With a BTE trigger. Yes, I'm calling it a stolen move. Young Bucks, go talk to these assholes about that shit, because that's stolen.
And then they followed that up with the... I think
with the Uso
Splash
or whatever.
Yeah.
Uso Splash.
While Dominic was sleeping outside.
Yeah.
Overall... If I had to, it's not an up, it's not a down. It's in the middle.
In between,
it's in between. It's in the middle.
We are the bar.
Yeah.
This is the bar here. They rated the bar.
And after this,
the women's match. Sasha.
I'm gonna do that one.
You go first.
Let me do that. So next it was Sasha Banks versus the women's champion from SmackDown, Bianca Belair. Now it had been reported that Sasha is missing somewhere. So whether she's hurt, doing something, or has COVID, they haven't said. We probably won't know for a while. So instead of announcing this in SmackDown, they went in with the match plan regardless. Whether that was the right move or not, well, that's false marketing, isn't it? Why they did that, well, I don't know. So then they brought out Carmella as the replacement, and I and Mr. Kastle here were just like shaking our heads like, are you serious? Like, we've seen these two go at it way too many times, and Bianca she has Carmella's number. I don't want to see it again.
Carmella don't need to be in no title pictures. She don't need to be in no title pictures. Zelina Vega don't need to be in no title pictures. That's just a side note. But continue.
So, as the match was about to start, the bell never rang. Something I was really noticing. Out of nowhere, Becky Lynch's music hit. The man is back after 16 months away. I personally got very excited. I've missed Becky Lynch. I love Becky Lynch. And out of that entire, well, not counting Shayna Baszler, because this is a different story, Becky Lynch will be my favorite one, wrestling-wise. So seeing her back was exciting. She looked in great shape despite everything. Then she came to the ring, and she beat Carmella's ass. Because before that, I was thinking they were going a triple threat route.
Yeah, we was hoping for at least a triple threat. No, she chased Carmella completely out of the ring. She beat her up.
But for the record, I believe this was done because they already had a triple threat with the women already. Not to have two, I guess. So she destroyed Carmella, beat her a couple times, threw her against the steel steps. Then she challenged Bianca Belair to a match. Bianca Belair thought about it for a bit. She accepted the match. The bell rang. Becky went to give. I got a lot. Bianca.
All right, look, listen. She fell for the oldest trick in the book. She went for the handshake and got sucker punched. And then hit with, yes, you got it, the manhandler, which is a modified rock bottom.
And after that, she immediately went for a pin.
Clean. Yes, Bianca Belair. They don't respect her reign. And it seems like the trend of the night is that all the champions were coming out first. Except for
Roman Reigns.
Except for Roman.
Almost at AJ.
Yeah.
So, 1, 2, 3. Becky Lynch is your new SmackDown Women's title champion.
Not hating on Becky. I love Becky.
I believe.
I don't believe this should have been it. Bianca Belair should not have been jobbed out for a return. I don't think that's fair. Maybe she can redeem herself from that, but that doesn't make her reign look very good at the end.
Well, I feel like that's one place. See, that's why it's good to have two opinions sometimes. Personally, I loved it. I love Becky Lynch. Maybe it's because I've missed Becky Lynch a lot. Maybe if it would have been Charlotte Flair beating Bianca in 26 seconds, I'd be here raging. I'd be a fucking raging demon right now.
Oh, we still got something to rage about later.
Yeah.
Don't sleep.
So, that being said, because it's Becky,
we're going to give her a pass.
Because she
gets a
gone,
mulligan.
Because
we're going
she
to give
was
her a
gone
mulligan
for 16 months. Because she did it with the rock bottom.
Yes.
That's earlier today, before even the pay-per-view, I had told him, and when he talked to me,
she needs
a new finisher. The disarm bar, she needs something else. And she goes and hits the rock bottom. 1, 2, 3. I was okay with it. He was not okay with it. Personally, I loved it. I
was okay with Becky winning. I wasn't okay with Bianca being the one to be jumped.
Where do you stand?
I'm gonna go ahead and give it a thumbs up because Becky does need to come back. I think the women's division is lacking.
Something we did mention though, it's interesting. The SmackDown is already the better show, and they go and give more star power to SmackDown.
Yeah, Becky could have been used on Raw. If all Raw has is Charlotte Flair, sorry, come on, man. Come on.
Yeah, that's not even. Yeah,
that's not fair. It's not right. Everybody's tired of the robot.
Well, technically they have Asuka. I think she's on Raw, but they don't use her.
They ain't seen Asuka in months.
And Shayna, she's also technically see. That's the thing. Raw has a good women's roster. It's just we see the same three. The same three. It is the same three we're going to talk about real soon. So overall, that gets an up. Becky returns and dethrones Bianca in 26 seconds.
With Bianca looking like she wanted to cry, even though she could have easily just said, go fuck yourself. I'm not giving you a match tonight. Go play with the crowd and go home.
Yeah.
She could have. All right. After that, we got 2 members of 3MB, Drew and Jinder. Go ahead. Talk about the match, man.
I like Drew McIntyre. I love Drew McIntyre. I love Drew McIntyre. I like Jinder Mahal.
Ginger Mahal.
That being said, I think this was like a 5-minute match.
Yeah,
and
it wasn't that long.
It could not have been any more forgettable. Boring and slow.
Very.
I don't understand why Jinder, the heel, sent Shanky and whatever the other guy's name is to the back.
In the beginning.
In his entrance. Like, dude, what?
And then proceeded to get abused for like most of the match.
Yeah. It was just... To a degree, this is a match a lot of people wanted to see in the past because it's them two, former 3MB members, whatever. Where the hell was Heath? You should have called him for the triple threat. That being said, I like both guys, but this is just something you don't even bother watching this. This, without a doubt,
this one's another skipper.
They can't even tell you anything.
The even worst part about it is that this dude came with a real Claymore. To the fucking... And Claymore is a really big sword. And he's swinging that shit at people like he can't cut nobody. And the way he swung it... No. That's not how you swing a sword. So, if you're not going to swing a sword properly, don't use a sword. Yeah, don't do it.
Yeah.
It's just bad.
Yeah.
Alright, next match.
So, after the forgettable Drew and Jinder... What was next? Well,
oh God, the match we're about to fucking get mad at. Charlotte versus Nikki Asshole and Rhea Ripley. Charlotte wins. The match was good.
Yes, I think that's what irritates me the most.
The match was good.
The match itself was good. Everybody played their part. Everybody did their spots. Everybody... At times they were just ragdolling Nikki Ash around into other people.
Right, they was using her as a battering.
At one point, I think it was Charlotte threw her into Rhea, like she kind of speared Rhea thanks to fucking Charlotte. The match itself was good, and if you want a good match, it's one you can definitely check out. But that being said, and I understand that the Nikki Ash thing is not. It's not catching fire like it's supposed to. It's not going over with the kids. It's not going over with the grown-ups. That being said, considering she just won the title a month ago, considering she won Money in the Bank to get that, we just completely destroyed that momentum. Because she dropped the title after about a month. Realistically, no offense to her, because I like Nikki Cross.
I love Nikki Cross.
Chances are, as long as she has, I highly doubt she'll ever touch that title again.
That's what I was just thinking in my head. Like, she'll never get another title shot.
She'll never get another. Oh, she'll get a title shot. She just won't win the title. Unless she reverts to crazy psycho Nikki, which is what everybody loves, she's never gonna be champion again, and I can almost guarantee that right now. And
she's good for merch sales. That's what apparently this gimmick is all about. It's about selling merch.
But clearly, is that even working too? It doesn't look like it's working.
I don't know.
And then Rhea Ripley, if you're gonna have Nikki lose, you can give it to Rhea Ripley. But we give it to Charlotte Flair. Like, this is her 12th reign, I think. Is this being done just to fast track? Just to fast track her to fucking her daddy's record? Is that why this is being done? Let's fast track.
Look, any real wrestling purist will tell you, we love Ric Flair. His reputation precedes him. But he was a trash wrestler. He was garbage.
Careful, I don't want to see you get jumped by the wrestling community outside.
He was garbage. You can look at any Ric Flair match. Was there anything really interesting to look at? No.
He's like Hulk Hogan.
Yes.
Hulk Hogan was never.
Yes, he's one of those old school dinosaur that shit that Vince loves.
They lived and died by their characters, not by their wrestling skill. And not that I'm trying to say Charlotte is a garbage wrestler. No, there are far worse.
Nepotism.
There are far worse. Like, if you tell me Charlotte and Eva Marie, I'm going to tell you Charlotte
kicked the shit out of her.
A mile. That being said, it almost feels like she's just winning titles just to beat Daddy's record. Like, you're telling me in 5 years she's a 12-time champion? Like, it took John Cena like 20 years to reach 16. And this girl...
She got the fastest track to like greatest of all time status, and she's not even 35 maybe.
Whatever.
Yeah.
It just, the match was good, but this finish it was disgusting.
Stop giving Charlotte title belts, man. Stop doing it. She's not over with the fans. The people fucking hate her. I fucking hate her.
Not personally.
Not personally. I'm sure she's probably a nice lady, but her character, Her character, fuck you. Fuck you.
I just want to make sure, because there are some crazy fans out there who literally take it personal.
Ashley, it's okay. It's not personal. I hate your Charlotte character. Sorry.
Yeah. Unless something he told me, this is being done to have Becky versus Charlotte a Survivor Series, which is 2 months out.
Yeah, 3 months out. It's looking like that. It's going to be a champion versus champion.
Because regardless, I mean, we're 2-3 months out, but like Becky ain't going to lose the title anytime soon.
Nope.
Neither is Charlotte now.
They did not bring her back and put the belt on her in 5 minutes for her to lose it.
Let's not exaggerate. It was 26 seconds. It was not.
I was giving them more credit. You just fucked that all up.
Yeah, no. We gotta call it out. It's 26 seconds.
Wait a minute. We're gonna count from the minute she came in, all the shit she was doing with the crowd, and the beating of this bitch.
That might have been 10 minutes.
About 5 or 6 minutes.
That might have been 10 minutes. Yeah. So that being said, good match, horrific result. Yeah. Overall, despite the fucking garbage ass result, the match gets an up. I'll give it an up because the match was good. If you want to watch a good match, this was.
It was decent. Yeah. Charlotte did her thing. Nikki did their.
Everybody
did their role. The finish is. We can complain about the finish all day. Every fan's gonna complain about the finish. We're tired of seeing Charlotte Flair with belts. We're tired. But next match, this was my favorite match out of the night.
And it was to a degree a controversial ending. Yeah. We're gonna talk about that right now. So. Edge versus Seth Rollins was next. Now, I predicted this to him, and it's exactly what happened. I was like, wouldn't it be cool if Edge came out to the Brood song?
And he did.
And he did.
Halfway.
Yes, I wish he went all the way down.
Can I make a note? The walk from stage to ring was entirely too long. These people, some of the heels were milking their entrance all the fucking way.
In a very long pay-per-view.
Goldberg, his entrance took like 6 minutes.
Well, at least they didn't have The Undertaker here tonight.
Oh my goodness. This shit's a movie. This is a whole movie.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was too long, and people were really milking that shit, and the crowd gets fatigued. Even people watching, it's like, yo, can you hurry this up? Roman, he made sure to take his time to get to the ring. That's real heel shit.
Oh,
he made sure to get.
I think he said it.
Matter of fact,
I'm the WWE.
Yeah, matter of fact, Charlotte Flair took so long. Rhea Ripley had to go like this and look at the crowd. So yeah, the heels were really milking that long walk to the ring.
Go ahead, tell us about Edge and Seth.
All right, the match was exactly what you expect. Rollins can wrestle a broomstick and make a broomstick look powerful. A lot of the moves that Edge was doing is true. It's a true story. The sell was so good. Both of them was really making each other look great. There was signature moves being thrown all over the place. Rollins went for a Phoenix Splash, missed it. There was a couple of super kicks. Shit.
I just want to say that all credit to Edge. That at his age, after that injury and coming back after 10 years away or whatever it was, he's the damn good wrestler still.
Still can go.
He still can go, yeah. And he's proven that by wrestling Roman Reigns and the triple threat with Daniel Bryan and Roman Reigns, Randy Orton, and now Seth Rollins. He's not really had a bad match since coming back.
No.
And honestly, the reason we say he's controversial is that Edge won the match by making Seth Rollins tap out. So why is that controversial? Going into this match, I told them this was probably the most unpredictable match because Edge has lost pretty much every major battle he's been this year.
And so has Seth almost.
And Seth has been in the same path, losing to Cesaro and whatnot. But Seth seems to be, well, it seemed like they were going this direction, but it seemed like they were building Seth to go against Roman. They've teased the last two pay-per-views.
And that's when they swerved us, because we was all thinking that was with the... Edge is a legend. Edge has already had his time. He didn't need to win. He didn't. He was going to be fine whether he won or lost. I really feel Rollins, at this point in his career, he really needed that win. And I guess he did the job for the legend. So I guess he really is Edge light.
Hey, he was probably okay with it.
Yeah.
Some of these guys don't mind losing.
But I really feel like Rollins, at this point in his career, he really needed that win.
Overall, though, that match does not just to me.
Probably the match of the night.
Yeah. Heavy Metal Horns, that match was awesome.
Mm-hmm.
After that, we go back. Like I said, this paper was like a roller coaster. Like it had good, followed by bad, followed by good, followed by bad. That was followed by what should have been something so simple. Bobby Lashley versus Goldberg.
I don't know what we were expecting with Bobby Lashley and Goldberg. We was expecting a squash match on Bobby Lashley's end. It didn't go the way we thought it was going to go. And the finish was even more pathetic. Go ahead, tell them about the finish.
Well, for one, the match started with Goldberg destroying Bobby.
Yeah, it was 5 minutes of straight Bobby getting beat up.
Yeah. Then Bobby picked it up only because MVP hit Goldberg's leg with the stick the walking stick. First of all, the selling on that was late. He hit Goldberg. Goldberg got hit, looked back, and then he started selling. I was like, okay.
He didn't realize what happened was he got hit. He didn't realize he got hit, and then he felt it afterwards and grabbed his shit and started selling it.
You know what that reminded me actually? Dragon Ball when Hercule hit Ender 18, and she had that at least that was it. Okay. Ugh.
Yeah, pretending. Yeah.
That's what that reminded me. So, if you want to be realistic, you're telling me Bobby can only destroy Goldberg thanks to MVP. That's how they told it to us.
Yeah, that's how they sold it to us.
And this injury was so bad. This injury was so bad.
The finish. I swear to you, in 30 years of watching wrestling, I've never seen a finish this way. So,
you're telling me this took him out to the point he couldn't wrestle.
A TKO?
The referee called a match stoppage just after MVP did this. Bobby kept destroying him for a bit more. But it was so bad that Goldberg couldn't compete. You know, Goldberg, once a wrecking machine.
He sold his knee so well that he couldn't continue. They threw the axe up. It's over.
I understand when people get hurt legitimately, but we know this is not legitimately.
It wasn't a real
So injury. I don't understand. So Bobby wins by match stoppage by the referee.
Yeah.
Like
in the UFC.
Oh, like you're telling me Bobby couldn't pin Goldberg for the win?
Even Bobby Lashley, it feel like this was unplanned because Bobby Lashley's face kind of said everything.
And
like,
on top of that, I want to say something. People are tired of Goldberg. I don't know why we keep bringing Goldberg back. The crowd was just against Goldberg for a while. Like at the beginning, they were like, whatever. But after it seemed
they turned on him towards the end.
Yeah,
it was all Bobby
towards
Lashley.
The halfway point, the crowd turned on him. Whenever he got a hit in, he was getting booed. And when that was followed by Bobby hitting back, Bobby was getting cheered. You know you got a problem when the heel's getting cheered and the face is getting booed. You know there's a problem there.
Right.
So, that aside, this should have been so easy. Like, there was no reason for Bobby not to dismantle Goldberg. If there's somebody who could believably destroy Goldberg, it would be Bobby Lashley. I'm not asking you to have Dolph Ziggler destroy him. I'm asking for Bobby Lashley to destroy him so he can continue his reign. But if you thought this was it, this was followed.
Apparently, there's going to be a program.
Yeah, I guess this is going to continue because then Bobby Lashley picked up a chair, whooped his ass with the chair. His son, Goldberg's son, decided to get involved, got hit with the full Nelson, or how they call it now, the Hurt Lock. Then they didn't realize it was Bobby's son. He let him go. MVP grabbed the mic. We didn't know. If we would have known, we wouldn't have done that. But still, your champion, Bobby Lashley, and they walked out. And Goldberg looked at him yelling that he was going to make him pay, something like that. He's going to kill him, some bullshit.
I'm going to kill you.
Yeah, so it looks like this isn't over.
All right.
So this, the way it looks like right now, it almost seems like Goldberg's going to win this entire feud.
Yeah, this is actually turning into a feud. It's not a one-off. And apparently, ain't there a Saudi Arabia shit supposed to be coming up real soon?
October. I think October.
You see that shit?
October.
You see how they set us up?
And Goldberg's always in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah. You see how they set us up?
Oh, God. I don't.
We're tired of you, Goldberg. Tired of you. All right, final match.
This should have been something so simple.
And for the note, a 15-year-old getting in the ring with a guy the size of Bobby Lashley, he deserved everything that he got. He's lucky. He could have broke him in half, literally.
Yeah. That being said, overall, that trash. This was supposed to be about putting Bobby over. This did no favors for Bobby.
I don't understand. What I don't understand is how it always seems that Goldberg can never be pinned.
He's only taking a pin to Brock and Undertaker.
And why is that?
And who are they?
They're franchise players.
Can I just say before we go to the main event, you're telling me that you getting hit with a stick and then getting this, beat for a bit, it's a match stopper, but yet Mankind could continue getting thrown off a cell, thrown inside the ring from the cell, getting thrown into thumbtacks, losing a damn tooth, and finish the match. Yeah, the ear.
And an ear for love.
And this guy got hit with a stick and it's over? Goldberg, of all people? Goldberg? That's that.
Right. Here we are. Main event. Roman and Cena. Now,
the Tribal Chief.
This is a damn good match. This is a damn good match.
Roman proving why he's the best right now in WWE.
The swerve of the match wasn't the match itself. It was what happened after.
So, before we get there, the match itself, for the most part, Roman just dogged Cena.
Pretty much. Cena did a lot of shit talking to be a jobber for most of the match. Yeah. He got hit with 5 Superman punches and a spear the whole match.
So
not to mention what we was getting smacked with and all the other stuff that happened during the match.
So overall, Roman Reigns won. The right call. Without a doubt, the right call.
I said to Brian, look, listen, if they try to ruin Ric Flair's record using Cena, they're gonna ruin Roman at the very same time. So they couldn't make this call. They couldn't make this call. Roman had to retain.
Yeah.
And it was the right call.
So what I found interesting was that Roman Reigns kicked out of 3 AAs. 2 regular, 1 from the top rope. Which I was scared there because I thought it was over. John Cena was.
I thought that was gonna be the super
Yeah.
one. The super one is the super one.
I told you.
I was like, oh, here it goes.
I was like, that's how he beat AJ Styles.
So here we go.
That being said,
he kicked out of that shit.
Surprisingly, John Cena was taken out by a single spear.
One spear.
A single spear.
The
you know what? That's how you.
One jackhammer.
One spear.
One spear, one jackhammer.
But you know what? That's how you protect the finisher. That's how you protect Roman's finisher.
Now, nobody's going to ever take the AA that serious.
Oh, yeah, no. I mean, I think in their first match, he kicked out of 4 of them. Yeah. That being said, Roman retaining was a good match. Roman did a lot of shit talking.
Oh, my God. His heel work is very top notch.
He looked at the camera, told he was sending John Cena back to Hollywood, but he wasn't going to be okay. He was going to hurt him.
Showing shades of Rock in 99. 2000.
It was fantastic.
Absolutely.
And honestly, it was a really good match. I enjoyed every second of it. And you weren't going to be let down. It's Cena and it's Roman. You weren't going to be let down.
It was what you expected. Only the end of it wasn't.
When the match ended, they did swerve us. It was something I did not expect. He was stunned too. Brock Lesnar came back out of nowhere. Now, I have always liked Brock Lesnar. My thing with Brock Lesnar is only when he wins titles with the part-time schedule. That being said, him coming back seemingly as a face is a very interesting move. It's a very good move because even though we've done this feud before, a face Lesnar, heel Roman with Paul Heyman in the middle, which is what makes it interesting.
Paul in a pole match.
Yeah, well, we had the custody for Dominic Mysterio.
Paul in a pole match.
We're gonna have custody of Paul Heyman ladder match. Paul Heyman chose to go with
right.
Roman Reigns.
He could have left with either one. He left with Roman. That makes sense.
In fact, when Brock got close to Paul backed out and left with Roman. Roman just...
It almost sounded like he was begging for his fucking life.
Yeah, he just slowly walked out. He said, not tonight. This is interesting because this can go in any way. Brock Lesnar is legitimate enough to be the one that beats Roman Reigns. But also, technically, Roman Reigns has never beaten Brock Lesnar. Never. When he beat him, at least not clean. When he beat him at SummerSlam, it was because of a distraction by Braun Strowman. But besides that, he's always lost to Brock Lesnar.
And the legendary WrestleMania match where Roman took like how many German suplexes and how many F5s.
And he lost.
Yeah, Lesnar lost to Rollins.
Yeah.
Not to Roman.
Yeah. Roman got destroyed. And then he lost again the steel cage match.
Yeah, he got smacked.
So yeah.
They do owe each other another match.
Brock Lesnar came out with this weird like samurai look. Yeah, like a fucking
absolutely look like a Vikings top knot samurai type deal. We don't know what the hell he's been doing.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
He looked different. He looked different all the way around. His body shape. He didn't look a little round down here. His shoulders were a little big up there. He must have been out there carrying trees while he was on COVID leave or whatever.
It was shocking. We haven't seen Brock Lesnar since he dropped the title to Drew McIntyre. I've always liked Brock Lesnar. I'm excited. I seen Brock and I legitimately got excited because the idea of a face Roman versus a heel Roman versus face Brock is an exciting one with Paul Heyman. That's the aspect that makes it interesting. We'll see where it goes. Overall, I would say SummerSlam was not the biggest event of the summer. It was definitely a roller coaster. It had its ups with Roman, Cena, Seth, Edge, the Riddle. I guess that was fine too. It wasn't necessarily anything to light the world on fire.
Nothing to write home to mom about.
But it was something. It's alright. It was decent. Damien Priest versus Sheamus definitely there though. If I had to name 3 Roman match, Edge's match, and Damien Priest's match, are the 3 you should definitely watch. But then we had straight like dumpster fires, like the Eva Marie
Oh my
stuff.
God.
And then Goldberg and Bobby. There was this segment with Xavier Woods wedding The Miz and John Morrison. Like, this was a long pay-per-view, and it did a lot of stuff I did not care about.
Look, WWE, if you haven't learned anything by now, people get exhausted pretty quickly. Stop doing the vignettes by every match.
With the kickoff, it started at 7, it ended at midnight.
Yeah. Look, listen. Stop doing vignettes before every match. That's stupid. AEW doesn't do that. And stop having everybody cut these long fucking promos for no reason. Stop doing it. Get to the wrestling. You guys are forgetting about what's... I guess, you know what, Vince, you're an entertainer. I guess that's what your thing is. And that's why you're getting your ass
also, at one point, Shinsuke Nakamura came out.
We thought he was going to wrestle.
Celebrated with Books and the commentator, and I just thought he was going to wrestle somebody.
He swerved.
I was like, I must have forgotten about a match here.
Look.
And he left. Then we went to the whole...
Last time I checked, Nakamura could barely speak English, let alone perform. So, I don't know what that was for.
Amazing wrestler.
Yeah, great wrestler. Japan.
Overall, though, I don't think SummerSlam was as good as it could have been, but it wasn't trash. I think overall, the good outweighs the bad, mainly because of Roman, Seth, and Priest.
There were some highlights.
Overall, it's more of a up than it is a down. Overall, I guess it's like it was really in the middle. It was just
that's the bar. We're gonna turn it up just a little.
It was just somewhere in there, somewhere in between okay and good.
Yeah, somewhere in here.
Overall, that was SummerSlam. That was our review of SummerSlam. What did you guys think about it? Well, you know how to let me know in the comment section. Like the video, subscribe, share if you haven't. This has been Brian Redgrave and Mr. Kastle, my first co-review of any pay-per-view. Hope you like it. Let me know if you do, or if you like the other.
Do a Dynamite review this way.
That'll come too. All right, guys. Redgrave and Kastle out.